Hi, I'm going to talk about Math 1035 and in particular the Prepare For module. So your home page might look a little bit different than this, but let's jump into the Prepare For module. The first assignment or page that you're going to see in the Prepare For module will tell you what objectives are going to be taught in this section. Once you've read over the objectives, you're going to click into the readiness check. The first time you open an assignment, it's going to request that you agree to the license, and then it's going to give you some information about the readiness check. Read over the information about the readiness check. On the readiness check, you need to score at least 70% to open up the module. Or if you scored less than 70%, you need to work through the readiness practice and complete the post-check. You will work through each question to the best of your ability. Don't worry too much about the grade that you received on the readiness check. It's really just about seeing what you know and what you still need to study to prepare yourself for the module. We want you to be extra careful about the instructions in how to type your answer. For example, does it ask you to write an improper fraction if needed? Does it ask you to put the fraction in lowest terms? It may ask you to round your answer as well. Following these instructions carefully will help make sure that you get the best score possible. You may use a calculator on these questions to help you. However, we do ask that you do all of the work on your own and not use other resources. You are welcome to jump around between questions. When you've completed a question, the circle will disappear. If you're only partially done with the question, you'll see an open circle. If you have not completed the question, it will have a blue filled in circle. When you are done with the last question, go ahead and submit and end. You can also save your progress and come back to it, but you may only submit and end one time. It will then tell you how you did. Please make sure you write this information down, although you can go back to it later. If you write it down, it'll be helpful as we move to our next page. When you click Next, after taking the readiness check, you will come to a page with information about what you need to study. So pay careful attention to, again, the question that you missed. If I miss question 1, I'm going to open up question 1 using the expander. I can then read about rounding a given decimal place to a specified place value. Some of these objectives may also have videos to help you. Be sure to go through every question that you missed, even if you got 70% or above. Once you are done reviewing what you missed, you have a couple options. The next page will take you to a readiness practice. This is completely optional, but may be helpful for you to practice. The question numbers will match what you did on the readiness check. So if you wanted to check, do I really understand question 9? You can jump to question 9 and try the problem out. This is where you can submit just that question instead of the whole assessment. You can also get a similar question if you wanted to re-practice that particular question. This assignment is not graded in the gradebook. It is just put in the course so that you can practice whatever individual problems that you want to practice. When you have practiced all the problems that you needed to and you feel comfortable taking the next post-test, you may go ahead and click Next. This will take you to the post-check. The post check is very similar to the readiness check, but the numbers will be different. This is again where you want to get a score of 70% or above. You do not have to complete the readiness post check if you completed the original readiness check with the 70%. If you look back in the modules section, you will see that the post check has not been done yet, and the readiness check had a red mark. This again shouldn't hurt you once you replace the score with the post check. Notice that the situational rounding module is grayed out. That means that I have not received a 70% yet on either the readiness check or the post check. Once you have completed the post check or the readiness check, you'll get a check mark if you've received 70% or better, and the module will open up for you. Now is the time to jump into the next module and get moving.